now about to experience the strength of body knowledge. Proof is an early morning exercise routine designed to bring energy, power, focus, and calm into the first minutes of your day. I normally would do this at home right as I'm waking up, but if the weather is nice and I'm somewhere beautiful like Granada, then I bring Proof to the street. Our routine proves that in 10-15 minutes, the creature that was rolling in bed, trying to switch off the alarm, not wanting to wake up, can be transformed into a person that starts his or her day with full confidence. No fear, no regrets, no doubts of any kind. We want to make sure that you wake up to your body and not to your mind. So let's show some love to the body of yours. You probably do not recall the moment when you fell asleep, but I'm sure that you remember trying to wake up and feeling as if everything was pulling you down, trying to keep you in bed. That's just the force of gravity. And it's something that's great to surrender to when you're trying to go to sleep, but really not your friend when you're trying to wake up in the morning. How about a magic trick to fight the force of gravity in the morning? Here's a trick. The moment the alarm sounds, you're out of bed. Go to the restroom, make a little tea, anything that you need. 5 minutes, that's enough to come back to planet Earth. You want to stand and bring in your belly, like 20%, as if you were pulling up your abs. You will feel that you're slightly lifted. That's a feeling. Now hold that for a couple of seconds and drop it. Well, that's a force of gravity, so we want to make sure we keep that 20% active as we start with our cardio. So we're gonna begin with a little bit of running in places, and you want to keep the lightness going on here. You don't want to hit the floor too hard. You don't want to wake up the neighbors, right? They didn't pay for the program. Just keep it light and let's get started. As I'm doing the running in places, I want to keep the nice core activated at 20-30% and move the arms a little bit. It's kind of nice. Keep them alive, keep them waking up. That's it. Nice. I like to change sometimes from little jumps to actual running. You do it as you want. And now let's go to jumping jacks. Some butt kicks. Some high knees. Stretching in the morning is one of the nicest things that you can do to your body. All the animals do it. I think the fishes do it too, but we don't know that yet. We're gonna concentrate on 2 stretches for the back and the waist area that are going to activate your core and give you everything you need to start with our practice. So we're gonna start with a nice back stretch. You don't have to do that with the arms. That's it. You're stretching your back so you can bend your knees if you want to, and if you have to, there's no problem. It's the back that we're stretching here. It feels good, right? And off we go. The next one is a waist stretch. So we're gonna do a nice circle with the waist, leaning forward a little bit, leaning backwards a little bit. And maybe you've seen this before, you haven't done it, but it's pretty easy. Just make sure to keep some balance. That's it. I'm gonna do a nice circle. Now, this is where things are going to start to get interesting. The power block of our routine has 3 exercises that will put flexibility, focus, and calm into the first minutes of your day. From the whole routine, this might be the only exercises that could be new for some people, but after a couple of days of practice, you will master them, you'll learn them, no problem. If you've done any martial arts, this might sound familiar. Now, I'm not saying that I want you to get into a fight early in the morning, but you gotta be ready. Each one of these exercises does not take more than 1 minute once you've learned them, but that minute is gonna put 10 hours of confidence and calm into your day if you do it with the right concentration. The exercises look beautiful and have beautiful names. Warrior steps, phoenix rotations, boxing drills. Let's go. Warrior steps. We want to make sure that you leave your house and start your day grounded. Here's the position. Stand up, and you're going to activate your abs, some 60%. Really bring them in, strong, but not rigid. You need to breathe, right? Bring the arms here with the elbows, and again, this is strong, but not rigid. We don't want you to be like this, you're strong, but you're solid. The triangle that your elbows are doing with your core, that's gonna give you a lot of stability as we're moving on. So in this position, you can start the rotation of one leg and the other leg. You want your feet to land elegantly, so you might want to use some strength as you're throwing your leg down. Honestly, you do not need much space for this. As long as you're not throwing your leg and going into the air, you can do 5-7 of these warrior steps without any problem in a reduced space. Before you get started, you want to make sure you concentrate on one point. That's it. You want to keep that core activated, solid. You see, there's no need to raise the leg too much. That's enough. Go to the other side. Again, look at a point in the distance and start. And it's not about the height, it's not about the strength, it's about the rhythm. You want to have a nice rhythm as you're doing your warrior steps. Phoenix rotations. As you move around in your day and run into different people and situations, you're gonna need a lot of flexibility, and this is gonna help. This is basically a rotation of the waist, and we have added the arm and the leg to make it into a full workout. The phoenix part of the name comes, of course, from the bird that comes back from the ashes and is reborn every day. And that's basically what you're doing when you wake up every morning. So you want to start by bringing your weight to one side, to another side, and then as if someone was pulling you, bam, to one side, another side, feel the weight on your legs. And now, as you're going from one side and another, I want you to start bringing up the arm. Not too high, not too low. And that's a movement that will allow you to do waist rotation while you're activating your arm and your leg. boxing drills. This is the same waist rotation that we've been practicing already, but we add in the punches, the boxing element. The key thing here is to understand that movement comes from your waist, from your feet, from your leg, not from your arms. We don't want you to go like this, like Popeye, like Mario Bros. This is a continuation of your movement, and the arm kind of follows, naturally from that movement. This is what we call an uppercut in boxing. If you have some boxing experience, you probably know the jab, the right hand, left hook, right hook. You can use those if you really know them. Otherwise, we're good with the uppercut. It's more than enough. So you want to make sure you do a nice rotation of the waist. The power comes from the legs, from the feet, from the waist. As you see, the arms, for now, not doing anything, but they will soon. Keep your core activated, the arms follow. Nice. That's your boxing drills. Now let's stretch the back again, a nice stretch before we go into our strength exercises. Nice. So you've done your cardio, a little stretching, our power exercises, and now we're going into strength. Push-ups and plank, that's all we're gonna do here. But I know that for some people, even that could be a little bit tough in the early morning. So you wanna make sure that you take it easy, do them gradually, and look for any variation that might work for you. The technique is important, and I'll be talking about that in a moment. But the attitude is also essential. We do not want you to kill yourself doing push-ups in the morning. This is not about embracing the grind. You want to embrace somebody, go embrace your grandmother, embrace your partner, embrace your dog. We're here to learn the skill of strength early in the morning. When you're doing your push-ups, you want to make sure that the weight is held by the whole body, not just the arms. You want to keep a very strong core, your belly, your abs, they're solid. That's it. So you want to rest a little bit on your knees, whatever position is comfortable. And now we go to plank. And the same principles apply here. Your core is activated, your abs are strong. And we want to keep that for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. That's it. As with every great routine, we're gonna wrap up proof with a stretch. Our stretch is a fascia stretch. You probably have heard about myofascial release or fascia massage. The fascia is the connective tissue that supports and surrounds everything in your body. The muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, everything. The fascia carries a lot of information, so we wanna make sure we make the fascia breathe. We want to talk to the fascia and make it shake a little bit. Now you don't need to throw your arms like a crazy windmill. You want to stretch nicely, pointing with the heel of your hand. That's it. One direction and another direction. And try to keep it like that. So you want to bring your arms to both sides as if you were pushing a wall with the heel of your hands. That's it. Relax the body as you're doing this. And then we want to bring up the arms. Look at the sky and bring it down. Throw all the tension down there and relax. I'm going to do a second one. Bring your arms. Push the walls. And if it's not burning in your arms right now, you're not doing it right. So make sure. And we want to bring our arms again up to the sky and down and throw to the earth all that tension. That's it. Nice. And the third one. Keep your body relaxed. Feel the tension in the arms. And the last salute to the sky. And down goes the tension of the day. Now that's it. And now I'm pretty sure that your body and your mind are fully awake. So I want you to look into your bed and think about the person that was lying there 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Would you recognize that person? Probably not. And that's proof that your body thinks better than you, and that you can wake up to your body and start your day with full confidence. No fear, no regrets, no doubts of any kind. And now let's go to work.